Hey there. I'm so happy to see you. I know it's the holidays and everyone is super busy. I am, I'm sure you are as well. But I wanted to share that one of the things that I'm always asked to bring to any kind of gathering we have is my holiday potatoes. And I want to take a moment and share those with you. First, I peeled 5 pounds of white potatoes, holding them in cold water while I did that to keep them from turning color. I used white potatoes because I couldn't find Yukon Golds. Go figure. Anyway, I then halved and sliced the potatoes into about half-inch slices. Doing it this way gives each potato slice plenty of cooking service, and because they're pretty uniform, they all cook at the same rate, which means I have less of a chance of lumps because something's not completely cooked. Then I refreshed my water, brought them all to a boil, and turned them down to a simmer to cook for about 25 minutes. To check for doneness, I just used a fork. If they're soft but not falling apart, you've hit the magic moment. Then I just drained them in a colander, being very careful of the steam, and then put them right back into the hot pot. Now I did that because you want to get rid of a little bit more of that moisture so that steam coming up out of the pot's really good. Now, usually I would just throw my potatoes in a mixer and add my other ingredients, but because the holidays are special and I don't want any lumps in my potatoes, I pull out my potato ricer and I rice my potatoes. Now, this is longer and harder, but it's the holidays and I'm totally willing to make that extra effort to make them extra special. Speaking of extra special, once they're riced, I add some things I wouldn't normally add to my potatoes. Now, you always have to have butter, and for this big batch, I've got 3/4 of a cup, or 1.5 sticks. I've used salted because I'm going to salt the potatoes anyway. Then I add 8 ounces of room temperature full fat cream cheese and a half a cup of half and half cream. Wow. Didn't say these were good for your waistline or your arteries. But at the end, I then also add some seasoned salt and black pepper. Do all of this before you salt your potatoes because the butter and the seasoned salt are going to add salt to your potatoes for you. Now, grab a fork, test the potatoes, and make sure they're not undersalted. Add a little extra salt if that's what you like. Then put your potatoes into your serving dish and you are ready to go. If you're not serving immediately or not until the next day, dot the potatoes with another half a cup of butter, cut into cubes, cover it, and then refrigerate the whole thing. The next day, take them out of the refrigerator 3 to 4 hours ahead of when you want to start to warm them up. And this is to help bring the pan and the potatoes kind of gently back to room temperature. Then put them in a 300 to 325 oven for approximately a half an hour. And this will help them warm up to serving temperature. I always end up giving them a stir partway through to make sure the butter is incorporated and no browning occurs on the bottom. So that's my holiday potatoes. I hope you have a very, very happy holidays and that this recipe brings joy to your family like it does for mine. If you like the recipe, please give me a thumbs up below the video and look for the recipe down in the comments section. I also would very much appreciate it if you would follow me on social media at Me and Grok in the Kitchen. And once again, have a great, great holiday. And remember, life is too short to eat bad food.